This video is a little bit different than my normal style. What do you need? Oh, your black controller? Yeah, I know where it is. I'll come get it for you, okay? Put your pants on. No. Go, go. Okay. All right. I don't have much time because as soon as I'm done filming this, I am packing up this whole room to move to the new house. But I wanted to help you guys out because when I started this channel, the number one question that I got was, how do you make your videos look like you do? You know, I get your production value is great, you know, yada, yada, yada. So real quick, let me get my note. So I'm about to give you a bunch of advice and I'm not taking most of it right now because I did not have time to prepare for this video. But I wanted to get it out to you because I haven't done a video in a while because my life has been so crazy busy. But I needed something before I packed all this up and changed the whole set around. First of all, you do not need some crazy set to make videos look good. I am in my unfinished basement right now, and I'm going to be moving the new set into another unfinished basement. So I'm first not going to start with just the video portion. I'm going to start with the content because that was what I struggled with the most when I started my channel. I knew how to do video. I knew how to make video look good, but I struggled with where to go with my content. So I decided that I would not start my channel until I started writing some scripts for videos. And I highly recommend it. I didn't do it this time, so bear with me, but with all my other videos, I write a script out beforehand, even down to my jokes and my banter and stuff like that. Anything I can think of, I just write. And I try to get about 1,500 words, which is a good point for about a 10 to 15 minute video, which is ideal for YouTube. That said, I do freestyle a little bit when I actually record, but do not overlook the pre-production process of this. Write down your ideas, you know, have a list on your phone of all the topics that you want to cover. Check them off when you record them. I literally, look at this. These are my video ideas. I've only checked off 4 of them. Hopefully you can see them and steal them. All right, next I'm going to get into video. The thing you're probably noticing is that my background is a little bit blurred, and that is partially my camera and my lens and partially in editing. Right now I'm going to talk about the camera lens. You do not need a crazy $4,000 camera to get a good looking video. I am shooting with an old Sony a6000 APS-C mirrorless camera, which only shoots 1080p, which is fine. The key thing is that my lens is a 50mm f1.8 aperture. The aperture is key to getting that background blur and also helping with the amount of light when you're shooting in a darker room. So my camera right now is about 7 feet in front of me down a hallway. It's right next to my dryer and my washing machine, just for reference. Behind me, about 6 feet behind me, is where this shelf and my TVs, and the light's about 4 feet. So having the distance from the camera to the subject to the background is key. The closer I am to the camera and further away from the background, the more blur you're gonna get. So in the new set, I'm actually gonna push myself up a little bit more because I'll have more length to work with. And also my space will be a little bit wider. So just so you know, this is as wide as it is. I'm in a little tiny basement. You do not need a huge, massive set. That said, I have one light it's called a key light. It's just shining at me. And then I have one light right here. You can see it's just a little LED panel shooting forward so that it kind of gets a glow on me. That's all I have. Oh, I can't forget. Up here, I have an RGB panel, and over there I have an RGB panel. This one's red, probably see. This one's blue. You might not be able to see. It's kind of shooting off into the background. So, I don't know why I'm filming this while I'm moving. I have some RGB cable strip lights that go behind and some other lighting effects. One thing I should mention is your background, you want it to be interesting looking. And so I just have a bunch of junk that not junk, cool stuff, but I just put it over there. And I have my TVs because I like the look of TVs behind me. I have just stuff going so that it's interesting and gives the whole look. That said, that's pretty much my set. I don't even have a real chair. This is an old dining chair. So camera, lens, lights. This is just a softbox LED panel, $20 Amazon RGB lights, and then just some stuff to stick behind you. Dining chair. All right, audio. I have this, which is just mounted here. This is like a $20 boom arm from Amazon. This is a $20 little shock mount and pop filter from Amazon. This is an Audio Technica AT2020, which I've had for years, and it's running into a Focusrite Scarlett audio interface, which hooks up through USB to my laptop sitting right there, recording audio into GarageBand. If you have a PC, you can just use Audacity. It's just recording audio separately, and then my camera, I have recording onboard audio, and then we'll talk about that later. But this gives good audio. Don't underestimate your audio. Don't use on-camera audio, anything, even if you're really close to the camera. Audio Technica does make a USB version of their mic. Those work fine too. There's a lot of USB mics that if you're just getting started, you can find for around $100, which is totally okay. I'm not gonna judge you, as long as you're doing something. Oh, before I forget, turn off all your lights in your area. I have nothing on except for this light, and those two lights. Next is editing. And this is something that's a little more, kind of have to practice and get a feel for. I'm not gonna go too much into depth. I use Final Cut Pro. I've had a copy for a long time. I like it. It's just what I'm fastest with editing on. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend DaVinci Resolve. Their newest version, it takes a lot from Final Cut, and there's a free version which everyone raves about it. So if you don't want to drop the money, use DaVinci Resolve. You can get a lot of stuff accomplished, and the color grading is supposed to be top notch. One thing to remember when you're doing a video like this style with the narration, or you want to get in front of the camera, you don't really want to be talking to the camera. Like another example of what I'm doing wrong, I'm probably not gonna have a ton of B-roll. You don't want to just be on camera rambling. You're going to cut up what you're talking about and follow a path, with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And so you don't want to leave your pauses and your ums and your ands. You also don't want to be on camera the whole time. So you want to cut to some B-roll of something that is pertinent to whatever the subject is that you're talking about. And then you can cut back to yourself talking, and then you're going to change topics and talk about something else. And now there's B-roll rolling over that, and then you cut back to yourself talking again. This creates a natural flow that's just more engaging to view, so that it keeps viewers interested in your subject. That's why it happens with, documentary style films, and it's proven to be effective, and it's just more interesting to watch stuff like that. This video is a little bit different than my normal style. I wanted to give my set a farewell, a proper farewell. And so I thought I would give some tips on what I get asked a lot about producing these videos. Just as a kind of in between as I set up my new set and, bid farewell to this set, which is only really 2 months old, 3 months old. I have links to all of the equipment that I use. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment down below. I will reply to all of them. Also, we discuss a lot of this stuff on my Discord channel, which I'll link below. Always have water with you when you're recording. All right, I am going to bid farewell to this set. It has been good for these 8 videos. Oh, the other thing is stick to a schedule. I am not doing that yet because my life is very, very busy right now. We're moving. I have my son starting kindergarten, full-time job. If you have any questions for me, just let me know. I'm an open book. All right, cheers. I'll be back in just a few weeks.